Welcome back to some more Timberborn. Today we are going to start a new playthrough with the Update 7 experimental mode for the Ironteeth. We do have a live playthrough that we're playing with the folktales in the new update. This one's going to be just a pre-recorded one for the Ironteeth. So let's go ahead and get in there. And I think I am going to use a custom map. The other one I am doing the ancient waterways here, which has turned out to be a bit difficult of a map, but it's still pretty and it's definitely different than some of the other ones. But I think this one, maybe we'll do this Beaver's Paradise one instead. It's a big one, lots of room. So let's go ahead and jump into that. And then we are going to do hard mode on this one as well. I did have people asking me to do hard mode. And so let's just do it. We're doing it on the live stream. Let's do it on this as well. So let's jump into it and get this going and see what we can do here. I know that it's going to be important for us to start out strong by getting lots of wood, get our food production going, make sure to get the berries because we are going to need berries to put into the breeding pods on this faction, make sure we're getting water, and then actually build some breeding pods. And I think those are our for sure goals this time. I did not even think about what we should name the settlement. What was this map called? I don't remember. I'm just gonna call this one Season 4. That is, that's the new season. Season 4 of our Timberborn series. Okay, so I'm going to pause it just to look around a little bit. So we've got some berries here. We've got good water flowing through this area. Looks like it's coming underneath all of that bad water from the water sources here. And there's another water source here that comes through and down here as well. That's all the good stuff. This is a bad water source going over the top and spilling out here. And then this seemed to be going over stuff as well. So, yeah, that starts there, it goes around this way and down to this. So we have a decent amount of space here. And actually, we could definitely make more of this green by just getting rid of these blockages and or these blockages and letting good water into here. So we might do that pretty soon. This is a little bit deeper here, so I might go ahead and just start by putting some water pumps in right here. Guess we'll do that and that. This isn't going to be helpful, so we're going to wait on that stuff. Okay, so that is for the water. I am pausing it because we are playing hard mode, and I'm a little bit nervous. If I play it while they're doing this stuff, we may get too far along. Well, I guess I could do one-time speed while they're doing this. We are going to need trees to build anything, so we're going to want to put up a couple of lumberjack flags here. Do a path going to them probably like this, and then we need to have trees marked for cutting like so, and I don't know, do a little bit more here. How far do these reach? Yeah, decent amount. Okay, so that'll be some wood, enough to get us started here. We are going to need the berries, so I'm going to put in a gatherer flag, maybe just right here. That will be to grab this stuff, and then we can put farming in this area pretty soon here. So let's just go ahead. I'm tempted to put the farmhouse like up here somewhere where it's not quite so green. And then we can put in, let's plant kohlrabi for sure because that doesn't need processing. And I've learned that corn is a good one once you can get metal to make the thing. I guess for now we're going to stick with the kohlrabi, and we'll take some of this out later to do the other stuff eventually. So Do we have a couple of beavers in here? We do, and they are getting the wood. We are going to need some wood storage. And I might as well just go ahead and build a large industrial pile to start out. Maybe I'll do it on the back side of this. Because we are going to need... we're going to need space for wood to be stored, so we might as well get this going here. The builders will be able to build these just directly from this without putting it into there first, so that's helpful. And they are getting some berries, but we don't have a whole lot here, so we definitely need these to be planted as soon as possible. But we also need water. We have 0 water, so the sooner we can get water going, the better. And that probably means we should build some small tanks somewhere here. Let's put them up here. Let's do this. Put a bunch of water tanks so that we can... I know it's a little bit far away from this, but it's near the center of the map, so we will easily be able to get to it. And hopefully we'll be able to get this stuff built before too long so that we can get water saved up before the drought starts. I believe that in the hard mode, it still gives us 3 cycles of droughts first, and then after that, there's a chance of us getting bad tides. So we have a little bit of time before we have to worry about that. It would be... Oh, I was gonna say we might be able to block stuff off so it doesn't get into here, but this only comes into this. So there's not really a way to make this divert off unless we force it like over this or over this way. So that's going to be a little bit more difficult unless we can get dynamite quickly, which we probably cannot, because we're going to need badwater and metal and all that jazz to get it done. Okay, they're finally getting some water, so that's good. And we can probably speed this up a little bit now that we've got it started at least. So we're getting the wood. We are going to be planting food pretty soon. I might actually have them work on this next because we do have at least 1 pumper going, but we'll need to get more done soon. Yeah. Okay, what are we doing here? We're still getting a bunch of wood. Maybe I should put in... We still have 2 beavers not doing anything, although now they should be working in here. Okay, they're planting the kohlrabi. I might actually go ahead and just put a whole bunch of kohlrabi down for now, since that's the only thing that we can eat that isn't going to need any processing. And once we get through the first drought, then we'll focus on getting other food types planted. But for now, we're kind of stuck doing this. Where is the closest metal? Because we're going to need that sooner rather than later. Okay, so we've got metal over here, which isn't too far. And actually, if we're going to come up this way to get to here to get the metal, we can also start pumping badwater pretty soon, which is great. Okay, there is a drought approaching. We have both water pumps and the food going. I'm not sure how long the drought is going to be, so it's possible that this could dry up and kill all of our plants, but hopefully we'll at least get some of it done. And I do want to get water going through here. I'm just a little bit nervous about if a bad tide comes, the bad water coming in here. So I'm waiting until we can get either floodgates or sluices or something like that before taking this stuff out. Okay, these guys are full on berries, so that means we are going to need... Should probably build a couple medium warehouses, actually, now that I think about it. Let's go ahead and put 1 here and 1 here. We'll do berries, And then we'll put kohlrabies in here. And then we need to build a path. And I might as well just go ahead and put the path all the way around, connect it all up. Okay, there we go. So we are getting somewhere relatively quickly. Got a mine right here. That's crazy. Although it's probably not going to work with the water flowing through it, but that's not, oh, there's some more metal over here, which isn't too far away. I still think that this is probably the closest to us. That's probably the first place we will go. But they are getting wood, and we actually have a big wood storage now, so that's good. We are getting some water. We only have 12 beavers, so if we can get, you know, close to 100 water, hopefully we'll be fine for the whole drought, even if it's a little bit of a longer one. I'm not really sure how long it's going to be. I know on normal mode, the first one's like 1 day, but I feel like on hard mode, it might be a little bit longer. So I don't want to risk it too much and not have any water stored up there. Now we're going to need to get breeding pods going here soon and housing eventually once we get more wood. Which will probably actually, okay, let's go ahead. We need to get science going pretty soon here so we can unlock more things. So I guess we'll put these in here. I'll put 3 in, and then we'll do 2 of them at the lowest workplace priority and 1 just at a medium, so that we have some, if we have extra beavers, they can go into there, but it's not a huge deal. I am going to build 1 breeding pod for now to start getting more of a population, and as time goes on, we'll put more and more up. Okay, we have a little bit longer and then the drought will be here. We have just over 100 water, which is great. We have berries, and these are starting to grow in. That means that they are going to be harvesting these up relatively soon, which is great. And we'll have more to eat than just berries, and then the berries can be used for our baby beavers instead. 5-day drought, not too bad. I hope that this will be enough. We are also still pumping, and this is a decently deep little spot here, so we might be fine. I'm sure we'll be fine. This shouldn't dry up during the drought, so we should be okay. So yeah. So we're waiting on the nutrients. We're actually getting even more water, so that's great. This should not be a problem. We're using our wood so quickly, I feel like, but that's okay. We finally have some stuff going here so we can get science, which means we are going to be able to unlock this pretty soon. We only need 60 science for the forester. I'm probably going to just continue having the forester near here because we already have the lumberjacks here and there's already trees. So we'll just continue building or planting trees on this side, which will be great. And then we probably need to actually start coming over here for this sooner rather than later. If we can, what do we need for, is it this one? No, it's this one. Floodgates, we need 150 science. So if we can get a single floodgate, we'll be able to let some water into here later. So that might be our next move after we get the forester unlocked, is to get this done. So now that this is drying up, I'm probably going to need to pause these just so we don't lose all of the food. Hopefully they will get this done. I'm going to set them to harvest first so they get all of the dried stuff. And then once that's done, then we can come in here and get more of this. Yeah. We still have 2 beavers that don't have anything to do, which is just pretty good. Maybe I will put in a couple more lumberjacks. I'm gonna do a couple over here because that way they can get a little bit further as they go. And then maybe I'll put the forester closer this way too. We're doing great on water, decent on food, and we should get more and more as time goes on here. The berries are still alive for the most part. This one isn't even gonna die, so that's great. So we should be good on berries. It's just some of the food is probably gonna end up drying out before the drought is over. And then we are gonna need more log storage pretty soon here, but this is not too bad. Okay, so we have a decent amount of these guys here. I am just gonna continue opening this up to cut. I feel like they can get a decent amount of this. We will continue going this way. Get all of that situated, so that'll be great. Yeah, we will be fine on that. Oh, you know what? We're probably actually gonna need stairs before we get the other stuff. Just to get up this way, get over this. We're also gonna want to unlock the platforms. And then if you didn't see the things in the new update, so they have these tube way stations, which are pretty cool, which allow you to have your beavers travel faster, so that it's like a subway station almost for them to get into, and then these tubes connect these stations and they can go faster through there. And then so you can have them come from like over here to over here a lot faster, which is great. The other faction, the Folktails, have not hang gliders. What is it? I can't even remember the word right now, but it's like zip lines. That's what they're called. Zip lines over stuff. So that's cool too. And then another cool thing about this update is that once we get there, you can actually build dirt now on top of platforms, overhangs, things like that, which is great. Because before it had to be built on dirt. So now you can like hide things under the dirt. You can actually have literal tunnels that the beavers walk through to get to the other side. We would have to like dig out a path first, dig out all of it out, then put the tunnel, the tunnels in or whatever, and then build back on top of it. But it is still really cool that that's an option. Okay, so there's a little bit left to grab here, but I'm gonna set these guys back to planting just because then we can make sure we continue to get stuff going. The drought has ended, so it will take a little bit for the water to come back from here, but it shouldn't take too long. And I am gonna go ahead and just let them start doing this because I will forget if I don't do it now. So that is good there. So we've got enough science to build the forester. So I'm going to do that first just because I want to make sure that we have enough wood for later. And as soon as this gets the water flowing back into it, these will be able to be planted. And I'm going to go ahead and just continue to plant oaks. We have a decent amount of oaks here, and it's not going to hurt to have extra. So I think this will work really well. What am I doing? Plant trees. We're doing oaks. Okay. So for sure, all of this can be planted here. And I guess we'll do a little bit of this. Like so. And the rest of it we'll save for some food eventually. But this will be a lot of logs for us. This is almost full, so I am going to go ahead and build another large industrial pile just across the way for some more logs once we get enough wood, so we don't have to stop chopping stuff down, because that is something that is going to be needed later. Let's go ahead and unlock the wooden stairs. And I'm tempted to... Okay, so we have 10 until the platforms. So once that can be done, we can go over this. I'm going to go ahead and start getting this done a little bit. I guess... Where is a good... So we can build like a path over here and have them cross in this general vicinity. So then maybe we'll just do, oh, that's not gonna work. What am I thinking? I guess we'll have to go up this direction. Then we can actually do this. Get over here. We'll maybe do a thing across this, and then we'll go back down the other side. Okay, we've got 100. Let's unlock this. And I'm going to have them build it here so that we use the least. Oh, we don't have any planks. What am I talking about? That's not going to work. Okay. Let us pause this because we don't have planks, so there's no point in that. What direction is the water? The water's kind of flowing from both sides, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get. I guess here it's going this way, right? Oh, let's play it. Yeah, it's going that way. So we could possibly put water wheel or something here. Going that way. Okay, let's get this going. I forgot about lumber, which is a big deal. So maybe we'll put a few of these in. This is 60. Hardest part is that this is like going diagonally and these are not going to be spinning diagonally, so it's not going to be super great. Maybe I just do a large power wheel for now. And we'll do the power with that later. 100 logs though, goodness gracious. Okay, so we'll do this. And then we'll put a lumber mill in here, I guess. And then just path maybe to here. We'll put a couple more breeding pods right there. So that will help us to make the lumber. This is paused so they can't build any of this anyway. Oh, this still needs to be made though. Oh, you need planks for that. So we're gonna pause that. We're gonna need to get both of these done. And then we'll have to get a beaver in there to get stuff working. Lots of food planted, but it's taking a while to grow. I heard that the best food is the corn in terms of the ratio for how long it takes to plant or how long it takes to grow versus how much you pull out of the ground and what it creates. And so, but this takes metal to make it, so it's going to be a bit before that's a thing. We could also unlock the ferment, or we have the fermenter unlocked and it only takes logs. So we could start doing cassava, which is okay. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. You turn 4 cassava into fermented, 10 fermented. So it gives you a little bit of a boost. So maybe we will do that. Maybe I'll take out some of this. Unplant this. Let's just do that. Unplant these. We'll put cassava there. And then we'll just put a fermenter over here or something, because then at least we can have a little bit more food. This does take a while to grow. How long does it take? So cassava takes 5 days. Kohlrabi takes 3 days. So really the kohlrabi is better, other than that this multiplies into more, and I guess they'll get a better well-being from having 2 different kinds of food. Okay, we need a beaver into here. Let's put this down to 1, but up the priority out of this, and then we also need to up the priority of this. They go in there and start making some planks for us. We need 7 planks for this, and then we're gonna need 4 planks for each of these and each of these. So it's gonna be a while, but they're gonna have to be running on that. But yeah, that'll be something for later. We have this all filled up, so I should probably build more water storage because the droughts are only going to get longer and longer. I'm going to put some here for now. Eventually we may put another pump here, so I'll probably delete these, but you know what? We're not going to want small water storage forever anyway. So this is probably going to be turned into medium later on. And then we probably should build another breeding pod as long as we can continue getting berries and stuff. Let's go ahead and put one in here again. Continue with that. I am going to have them start this so that they can take the lumber that's in here and put it into this. This only holds what? 13. So yeah. And then once they get all of that done and in there, oh, we're gonna need a beaver in here too. I guess maybe I will lower the priority on a couple of these. Then we'll go ahead and let them start putting the planks into here so we can get across this, get up here. We're gonna need to cross this area, and then maybe we can get over to get metal in the next episode. I don't know if we're gonna get there today, but we're gonna try. We're gonna see what we can get done. Okay, they are getting some of this out. I'm gonna continue to plant this a little bit with the cassava, which is gonna take time to grow. And then as they get more of this pulled out of the ground, we'll just continue to plant more and more. Those planks are going directly into here, which is, it's okay. We are fine with that. Let's go ahead and get this built here. We're gonna do all of that. And then I guess we might as well plan where the rest of it's gonna go. This is the least, or you know, the shortest path over the water. So we need the least amount of planks to build over that. Then we have to figure out how we're gonna get down. I guess we could go down here. And then we just have to build a platform on the bottom here. So that should work. Okay, let's go ahead, build along here. We're going to put in, okay, the drought has started. I'm gonna let them pump for a little bit longer. But we're almost full on the water storage, so it'll be a little bit. And then we're going to, this does have wood in it. I think I might just delete it though. It's one piece of wood. I don't really feel like building a lumberjack just to get this one tree. And we are going to path over here. We're gonna go to here, and then we're gonna put stairs in, get all the way down this way. And then I am gonna need one of these for this. Although if I'm trying to get this, I actually probably don't want this here. Let's I do shift and click. Will it just delete it? Yeah. Okay, there we go. I didn't think about it, but this is on a higher level, so there's no point in going downstairs and then back upstairs. We might as well just have them cross over to here and then go down the stairs over here or something. I guess let's put in stairs maybe here. Oh, that's not gonna work. Okay. So, darn it. I could do, so if I did this, but then I'm still gonna need to turn the corner, so that's not really gonna work. I could do this and this, but then this is gonna go down, which I don't wanna do. I guess what I could do is go like this, and then put a platform here to go around. Yeah, that'll work. So then we are going to need this path to continue this direction. It is kind of a convoluted path to get there, but it is the way to use the least amount of resources, I'm pretty sure, because we have this, and we're not going down and then back up. So I think that'll be okay. How are we doing? Oh, I should probably pause these now that we are into the drought. Hopefully the rest of this will stay wet a little bit longer. We are getting lots of planks, which we need to build all of this, so that's great. And I need to plant some more cassavas over here. And I might as well just do this. I know they're not going to be able to plant them right now, but at least we'll have it there for when the drought ends and we get good tide in. What are they doing? Oh, there's not any water here. They're not even going to plant for a bit. I guess I'll pause this for now because they can't plant while there's no water in this area. And eventually we will get it taken care of. Okay. How are we doing here? Almost along. They're gonna have to delete this, deconstruct it, whatever you want to call it. We've got so much metal over here though. That's great. I'm gonna go ahead and just put this down. Oh, we have to unlock it. Okay, we don't have enough science for that, but you know what? That's okay. We'll get there eventually. Don't have any beavers in there, which is not the best. I do need more beavers. How do we have so many jobs open? This only has one. This only has two. Oh, I guess we got builders too. Yep, I forgot about that. So that's what it is. Okay. Well, once we get these done, I can take out all of these beavers. Maybe I'll have them make up to 13 just so we have some extras just in case. And then after that, we'll take all of these beavers out of here because they don't need to be working in that. They can do other stuff. We only have a couple more things to build here. We're slowly getting the science. Since we don't have 3 of them in here, it's taking longer than it was before. That'll be okay eventually. Okay, I am gonna go ahead and put in the fermenter over here because I don't want to forget. And I guess we'll put a path in like so. And we're going to need, how much power does that take? 50. And this, oh, it's nighttime, so they're not going to run on there, but I need to look when they're in there next time to see how much power they're making, so I know how many beavers I need in there. Okay, so one more platform left, and then they'll be able to get over to that area, which at this point we don't have anything that we need to do there, but eventually we will. And I guess I should probably think about how we're gonna, well, we can't do that yet. In order to build the badwater pump, we do need metal, and not just like scrap metal, but actual metal blocks, which means we're gonna have to smelt it. That's gonna take time. It's gonna be a little while before we actually get the badwater, but this is going to be for fermented cassava, and I am going to pause this because we don't actually have any cassava right now, but we can continue to plant all of this. And then see how that goes later. Okay, good. The drought has ended. We can open these back up so we can continue pumping. And did they finish this? They did. So once we get to, oh, I forgot to look to see what they were making. But we'll be able to see if they will, how many beavers we need in here to run this single fermenter. I think it might be just one. So 2 of them are making 150, and we only need 50 for this, I think. So we only need 1 of them. Yeah. So we're going to pause this. We're going to pause this for now until we actually have cassavas. Oh, we do have a few. Well, we only have 2. So we'll wait a little bit on that. They can go do some other stuff. And then I'm going to open this back up for them to plant. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. So we are over here. We just we don't have the science to do that yet. But I feel like this was a pretty good start. We've got food, we've got water, we have wood, and we're planting more trees. We have started getting planks and an additional food type. And next time I think we'll be able to unlock the scavenger flag and start getting metal so that we can smelt it and make the badwater pumps and so many other things. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked this video, I am going to pop a couple more episodes up here that you might also enjoy. please leave me a comment below. I love hearing from all of you. But that's going to be it for today. I'll see you next time.